One. What's up, guys?
And today we're going to be discussing altcoins and what is an altcoin? So an altcoin is basically a cryptocurrency that isn't Bitcoin. So everything excluding Bitcoin is an altcoin. Bitcoin altcoins. That's the easiest way to break it down. That's the most basic level, pretty much. So we're going to be going over the top 10 today on market cap. And as of October 8th, in second place is Ethereum, sitting at $228. So Ethereum is a decentralized platform that runs smart contracts, and these are applications, apps. They run on, the custom-built blockchain of Ethereum that can move value around, which also platform builder for other projects. And those other projects, a lot of those cryptocurrencies, they're called, they build on Ethereum's network before they have their own blockchain, and those are called ERC20 tokens. And we'll go over that more in our next video. But I'm going to pass on the next one to Joe, which is XRP.
All right, so we got XRP, guys. XRP is created by Ripple Labs, which is a company in itself that markets payment platforms to institutions and whatnot. So basically, XRP is specifically designed to be a banking token where they can transfer liquidity back and forth. So how they do that is they've created their XRP token, where the Ripple Labs holds about 60% of them, and they're locked away. So what the XRP token offers is low fees, transactions within about 4 seconds, and they have a network built for about 1,500 transactions per second, which is pretty good relative to Bitcoin and Ethereum. And so the thing with the Ripple for the XRP token is it's an open source cryptocurrency. However, due to the Ripple Labs holding the majority of the tokens, they have the whole decentralized aspect with all the validation of all the blocks and stuff. But they do have, Ripple Labs does have the ability to freeze and kind of limit your capabilities with your personal wallet and ownership of the XRP token on the network, which is why it's convenient for banks, but not as convenient for the community itself due to that nature. However, there are many other altcoins that will offer more decentralized aspects for your liking, depending on what you want to do with the market. Whatnot. Next one is is the next one on the list BCH, Bitcoin Cash, or is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's you.
Yeah, all right, cool. So Bitcoin Cash is just like Bitcoin, however, it more or less is harped on the name, which gives it a little bit more. It's more stable than other altcoins because it has the name Bitcoin in it, and there's always going to be that initial confusion for the next, say, 5 to 10 years or so till everybody's trickling in and till everybody eventually figure out which Bitcoin is Bitcoin. Because there's always going to be that kind of like strife with who is the real Bitcoin, but we all know who's got it now. But so Bitcoin Cash, it's fast, it has lower fees than Bitcoin, and it's stable to what I previously mentioned. Why it's a little faster is it has 8 megabyte block size, and what 8 megabyte block size out is more transactions can fit in an initial block at a time. So this allows more validation to happen at once, which makes processing, which is why processing is cheaper and quicker. And yeah, using Bitcoin Cash, it's near instant with like how quick it goes. Yeah. However, its validation is, it slightly lags along due to the nature of blockchain technology. But I'm going to pass it back to you, bro. What you got?
All right, next on the list, we got EOS. Now, this is another like decentralized platform builder, but difference with EOS, it likens to Ethereum, but the difference is it's aiming to be more like, more like approachable and flexible and more scalable. And so it's supposed to be more user-friendly for the users, and it's supposed to be easier to build on for the developers. And how is because, so for developers, EOS, it runs multiple coding languages like C/C++, JavaScript, and other like high complexity languages. And so that means most developers, whatever the coding language they know, it will be supported by EOS. So that means they have like that potentially means they have like a library of code that they can lean on and copy and transfer or borrow from to help them, produce their products faster. With Ethereum, you only have one coding language, and it's exclusive to Ethereum, so it's new. So if you want to code on Ethereum, you have to learn this brand new language, and that's a little more cumbersome than just being able to copy and paste your own specialty language onto the platform. So that's what EOS totes, and they tote free like transactions over Ethereum, and you don't really have to like use gas for transactions or anything. So that's just more like to like streamline it for the user, for us. So that's both aspects that EOS is trying to capitalize on over Ethereum. So, and then next on the list we have number 6, which is Stellar Lumens. And Lumens is it's very similar to XRP. It's trying to promote itself to banks and institutions for transferring large values of currency very quickly at very low transaction fees, but it's a little more centralized than Ripple. Actually, part of the XRP team left Ripple and branched off, and they're actually the head at Lumens. So that's kind of interesting. So they are very similar, but different in ways, and there's a lot of overlap there. But nonetheless, it's pretty high on the market cap. And I think we're going to pass it on to you for the next one.
All right, so next, guys, we got Litecoin. So if Bitcoin has the more or less emotional value and perceived to be the gold of cryptocurrency, we got Litecoin coming in right behind it, number 2, the silver. So why Litecoin is called Litecoin is because of the network has the higher ability and to process transaction at a much quicker pace. And why it is a bit faster and a bit cheaper is it has faster block generation, and the nature of which the network was structured supports a lot more higher volume of transactions without the ability to be being tweaked, which is very good for its security because in a way the sleeker design of any entity more or less has less ability to be penetrated. So with less code and less modification, less addition on top of the source, there is less possibility for hacking, which is very good when you're using a decentralized platform. And I know you guys keep hearing us the word kicking around decentralization and all that stuff. We're gonna give you a little bit right now, but in our next video we'll explain it. We'll go back to Litecoin. Litecoin is quicker, cheaper, faster, and decentralized, truly a decentralized coin, and where people are validating and using it all over the world. So the next one we got is Tether is a stable coin, whereas what we mean by stable coin is it's pegged to the US dollar. And the quotes are more or less representative of asking yourself why you got into cryptocurrency. And regardless of why that is, it leads back to the same reason of why stable is kind of sus. But that's neither here nor there. So Tether is high on the coin market cap because it has a lot of volume due to its ability for now, while the dollar is relatively stable and like Bitcoin's going up, down, up, down, up, down. Back when Bitcoin was high, everybody wished they sold in the Tether and had a stable coin somewhat. But now it's kind of meh. But I want you guys to be wary of Tether. Use it very intermittent. Don't hold on to it, okay? Like I apologize. We're not going to be this unfactual and biased, but we owe it to you guys. Tether is, like I said, it's sus. But
I don't know.
Enough.
I don't know, man.
What?
It's been going sideways forever. It's gonna moon one of these days, bro. I'm telling you. You gotta hodl those tethers.
Yeah, all right, bro. All right, get on your coin.
All right. Next coin we have, number 9 already, is Cardano. So, and Cardano, it's another platform to build dApps or decentralized applications on, similar to Ethereum and EOS. But their approach to it is that their code for the blockchain is open source to be reviewed by the public and to be transparent, making sure the code is going to be pretty much flawless and not have any hiccups. And so they're going with it with the research-driven approach, with the global consensus from coders from around the world, and they're just trying to make it one of the most reliable blockchains and have the most advanced features. And
All right, I want to talk about Monero then. All right, so Monero is one of the OG privacy coins, and how they provide privacy for the community is they have, just like most other cryptocurrencies, it's decentralized. All the validation is done by different miners all across the globe. It's open source, so anybody can review their code and add any additions onto that they feel will help the project, and that will be reviewed by the core group of developers. But specifically how they accomplish privacy is they use ring signatures and stealth addresses to obfuscate all the transactions. And what ring signatures are is, for each transaction someone sends out, on top of it being cryptographic and covered up by their hashing algorithm and whatever else they have on top of that, ring signatures send out 5 distinct transactions. So throughout all the cryptographics, you have to sift through multiple transactions that any one could be potentially the right one. So on top of having to mine and calculate and refigure out all the hashing on which transaction was correct, you have to sift through all these fake transactions that are, mucking up the whole system and process trying to hack. So on top of it being private, it is also anonymous when they do that through stealth addresses. So, that's pretty much all you can really say about it. It's one of the OG privacy coins. They use their different technologies on how to privatize, and anonymize all your transactions. It's truly decentralized. And that was your top 10 altcoins, guys. Thanks for viewing.
Thanks for being with us. Let us know in the comments what you think. Like and hopefully subscribe. See you later.